Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'll be continuing my Clair Obscur Expedition 33 New Game Plus. You can see 4K mods in the comments section saying, hey Bang, how you doing? Thanks for joining in. And I can also see Steez and Breezing. What's up, mate? Thanks for tuning in. Just enjoying the holiday season. Just enjoying the holidays, man. The older you get, you just realize Christmas is more just about the food, more just about being with the family, more than just what you're getting, and it's just so much more rewarding to give back rather than receive. So it's a different experience now for me, but I enjoy it. I enjoy it more, actually, to be honest. Hopefully you guys have had a great holiday and continue to, because we know we got the new year coming in a few days. So happy new year to everyone, and looking forward to 2026. Loads of games. We're not too sure about the hardware. Only thing I'm looking forward to probably is Medusa from AMD. I think Panther Lake comes out 2026 possibly, so maybe the chance to upgrade my recording PC, but we'll see about that. But yeah, I've really been enjoying Clair Obscur Expedition 33, so much so that I'm actually doing a New Game Plus playthrough pretty much straight after I beat the original. I beat the first version, or the first playthrough, so that's a first for me. I don't usually do back-to-back playthroughs, but I was so impressed with the game that I thought I'd do it. Okay, I need to go to the Forgotten Battlefield, which is over here. I'll try and stick to the main missions just to keep things a bit more interesting for you guys.
Everyone okay?
Oh, just for a quick test, just let me know if you guys can hear me, because I'm not too sure. Sometimes not everything goes according to plan, so if you can hear me, let me know. If the mic is too quiet or the game's too loud, also let me know. I can adjust that as well.
You'll get used to them. We're going to see a lot more.
If we hurry, we can cross before nightfall.
Wait. Could we bury Gustav?
I wish we could, but protocol is to keep moving. Gustav would understand.
We can look for a suitable place along the way, yeah? We'll find a nice spot.
Actually, there is a place. Past the quarry, out of sight of the painters. A tranquil haven, protected by magnificent trees.
Thanks for the feedback, Steven. Appreciate it.
Lead the way.
Let me show you something.
Let's see what you got.
Let's carve a path. Let's have some fun.
Okay, let's go with Phantom Stars.
Phantom Stars.
Any other tricks we should know?
One thing at a time.
That's where you usually would learn a gradient attack, but because this is New Game Plus, it didn't really have an emphasis on it, which is good. Okay, this is a massive, massive map, so it's going to take a while to search everything. But I'll try to do this. I had one criticism of the game, it's a little bit too foggy at times. Right now it's okay. They really do obstruct what you see in the distance, so you don't really get to use that draw distance. But this is the game that does reward you for exploring. So if you take the time to look around, usually you find something. Trying to stay on track, so I got multiple choice here. I'm gonna just veer off to the right and see if there's anything up here. Nothing over here. Okay, here's a checkpoint.
These are all expeditions?
A single Nevron took out most of them.
Is it still around?
I've only seen it once, many years ago, so most likely not.
Oh, we are gonna run into it. It's gonna be an epic fight.
Interesting.
Try and get everything on the first turn. Search this place meticulously.
Time to hit big.
Okay, let's go with Phantom Strike, which will hit multiple enemies.
Finesse and grace.
Took down one or two.
Let's carve a path.
Right, let's see if we can finish these guys off. So with the New Game Plus, they do make all the enemies stronger, but if you're still well leveled and got good weapons and powerful skills, then you can still quite make light work of the enemies. But gradually they're starting to get stronger and stronger, so I'm starting to feel less overpowered. Okay, so I like to kind of do things as they come. So coming through this path, the first place I can actually explore is behind me to my right, so I'm going to go up here and have a look around. These guys don't look too dangerous.
Cut him down.
Good thing about Phantom Stars, it attacks all enemies.
Time to hit big.
Okay. And now my AR can just pretty much end things.
Firing. Done.
I just got my team patterned up, just ready for anything. Even if you were to kill one of my
Well, that
characters, basically the two remaining will have like triple shield put in front of them. Gives me more than enough time to revive the one that died and stay in the fight. So pretty hard to kill, so I'm actually eager to get up close and personal with some of these hidden bosses, see how well I compete against them. So there wasn't really much down here, just some chroma. I don't really want to jump down here from this way because I got a feeling there's another way to go down there, plus it kind of makes me keep track of where I'm going. Okay, so now we can go down here ourselves, which is a waste of time because there's actually nothing down here, but you got to double check. Some enemies around here. I'll let them come to me.
Oh, wow.
Z7914 says, hello, did you do the new free DLC? I mean, I thought everything I could on the first playthrough. I'm actually not aware what the new DLC was because the first time I played it, for me it would just be like it was always there, so I'm not one of those people that are clued up on what was missing and what was added, so I probably did, but I wouldn't be able to tell you exactly what the new DLC was. Anyway, let's get into it.
Cut him down.
It's just easy work at this point. And that's fine because I can kind of blaze through this. So I'll try and get this done as quickly as possible so it's not too tedious for you guys to watch. It's a great story though. If one thing I can say the game has, it's a great story because it keeps you, like, if you're one of those kind of guys that prognosticate, you kind of guess what's going to happen next. This kind of keeps you on your toes. And a great thing about the game as well is once you've kind of understood the story, but next time you play it, you start seeing things that you didn't make sense. And you start spotting things that you may have possibly missed, so it's actually really fun to replay.
Good stuff.
Okay, so we've got this area pretty much cleaned out. Let's keep going. Kind of use the enemies as a reference point to kind of show me have I been this way or have I not, so it's kind of good never to rest at the checkpoint, so you keep all the enemies down, the ones that you've traveled past. So I'm just going to go down here and double check.
Let's carve a path. Time to end this.
Yeah, this just looks like something that Verso can deal with on his own, so let's finish this off. You do get a considerable amount more experience points in the new game plus, but because I'm already powerful, it doesn't really do much to help me level up quickly. But at least it's not pointless to fight the enemies, you still get a little something. Okay, there's something there waiting for me, just gotta take care of this guy. Probably gonna end the same. This guy might be a little stronger than the rest, but we'll see.
Cut him down.
Let's take out your minions. Just about survived, but Maya will just finish you off. So yeah, you're pretty much not going to get past the first two of my characters. If you do, you're crazy strong. This is such an annoying place to explore because it's so easy to get off track. So even coming down here, there was like another way I could go, so I just want to double back on myself. So if you're new guys, consider subscribing or following. If not, just give the stream a thumbs up. It helps with the visibility of the stream, brings more eyes to the channel, and I would really appreciate that. I think Versa will deal with this on his own pretty much. Let's just go for it.
You're outmatched.
Easy work. Okay, let's try not to lose our bearings here. What was my reward for coming up here? Oh, there is something. I wouldn't call that a reward, but if you're someone that likes to change their build a lot, the recoats are basically the item you use to respec your character, so you can reattribute all your attribute points. Good thing about the game, they do allow you to reset the picto or the Lumina pictos and your skills. You can do that without items, but your attribute points, you need the recoat to do that. Who's this guy? Don't think it'd be much of a challenge, but I'm happy to fight. For some reason, we got my Alger in first, so that changes it up a little bit. I think I'll go with a normal attack. And I'll finish it off with Stendhal. See if I can take him out.
Let's carve a path.
Okay, let's try using fire.
A storm is coming.
Let's finish this off. I think that's the first time Luna has actually even got to attack someone. This shows you how weak these guys are compared to me. What do we have here?
Oh, lovely.
Sweet Kill picked us upgrade. Is actually a good upgrade because I actually use this, so next time I get to respec I can make sure I get to equip that. So the game's actually got a really good in-depth kind of character customization system, and if you give it some thought you can make some crazy builds, so I give them props for that. That's not something, when I first played the game I didn't really understand it, but when I took the time to really sit down and actually look what's going on, you can tell it's actually pretty enjoyable. And what makes the experience kind of a little bit more enjoyable than most turn-based games is the kind of dodging mechanic, the parry mechanic, and the way it's more interactive. You kind of got to pay attention to what's going on rather than just waiting your turn. And then they've got the weakness system, the break system, the mark system. It's got a lot going for it for the combat as well. I know it might look normal to someone that hasn't played it, but once you understand everything that's going on, there's quite a lot of strategy involved if you know what you're doing. Sleazy Uchia. What a funny name. 4625 says Renoir Drafts. I actually did beat that one on the first try. Went to the Renoir Drafts and you fight some kind of almost like a scorpion kind of, it's like a chimera type thing, and that was probably the hardest fight I had, even harder than Sprung. I actually found Sprung just had a lot of HP. He wasn't actually that hard because his attack pattern's pretty basic, but yeah, Renoir Drafts, that was hard. even the normal kind of creatures down there are insanely strong. So that would probably be the most challenging thing I experienced. Bob Standard says, I just got this for Christmas and finished Act 1 so far. Yeah, I was so shocked by the end of Act 1. I'm not going to speak on it for those who haven't experienced it. But once Act 1 ended, I was just like, yeah, I'm fully invested now. I need to know what's going on. So yeah, it's a game that keeps you guessing. Right, let's see if Verso can finish things off. Phantom Star, sorry. Sleazy Uchiha 465 says, is this New Game Plus? It is. That's why I'm so strong. But they do make the New Game Plus strong as well. Like, the enemies are stronger in New Game Plus as well. But if you want a greater challenge, you can go to, at any kind of save point, you can go down to challenges. You can increase the enemy's HP all the way up to 10x. And I think there's a difficulty multiplier as well. So if you're like got god tier characters, you can still make the game challenging for you. These guys are pretty simple for me. I'm just able to carve through these guys and let's get through this real quick, which is good because I just want to pick up all the drops and just get on with the story, because that's a lot more interesting for you guys. But I don't like having to return to areas to get stuff I missed, so I'm trying to get everything first time. I don't think I've been here yet. There's another checkpoint I haven't used. Sleazuchia 465 says, I'm level 89 Verso, 90 Mayal and 87 Lune. Still getting absolutely destroyed by Simon. Any tips? Just gotta be very, very good with the parry. Don't worry about dodging. You need to parry every blow so you can do good counter attacks. Have your pictos that give you 25 to 50% more counter attack damage and 25 to 50% more break damage. Every chance you get a chance to break him, and then just go hard as you can. That's the only thing I can really say. Also, because you want to try to give yourself every bit of chance of surviving, let me show you these two skills that are worth learning. So just pictos that you can master and give to everyone. So what I would suggest is learning. They're actually pretty hard to, it's hard to find this, but it's worth it. I'm trying to find it now for you. It's a level 10 skill. So you got in Madias Res, so you get 3+ shields on the start of the battle, but your characters lose half their HP. Now you may think that this isn't really a fair trade, but believe me, the shield icons, or whatever you want to call them, it doesn't matter how much that attack costs, you're only going to lose 1 shield point, and you've got 3 of them, so it gives you more time to build up your AP. Also gives you a bit of chance to revive someone that's died. And you also have another one called, where is it? I think it's called Shielded Death. I think that's like a level 10 picto. Let me just find it. I think it's called Shielded Death. Yeah, Shielded Death. This one, on death, allies gain 3 shield points. So if Mayal, Lune, or Verso, any one of them died, the remaining 2 characters that survived will gain 3 shields. So that gives you the chance to survive a little bit, to revive someone or bring someone back to life. So I would advise having those 2 pictos active wherever you've equipped it or you've used the Lumina system, because that gives you the chance to stay in the fight. And the longer you stay in the fight, the better chance you have of winning. And that pretty much, with being able to parry really well, you should be pretty good at this game.
Cut him down.
Okay, Versa, finish this off. Penumbrum 3135 says a lot of endgame enemies will one-shot you, so shields is a must-see. Trust me, shields are important. And just spend the time, when you're doing these stages, just spend the time to get as much colored lumina as possible, because trust me, they add up, and when you get like 10 and 15, and then you can add another really good skill to your enemy, to your character, it really does help. So even things like when you revive someone, you have 3 AP. That's really good, because you don't want to revive someone and they can't do anything. So it keeps you in the fight, keeps you active. Dub Standards says, well, that's bad news for me. I'm so bad at parry. If you're not good at parry, then just dodge, but parrying is better because you actually attack the enemy, providing you do every single parry perfect, and then build up the break gorge, build up your gradient attack. And don't skimp out on your gradient attacks. Make sure you spend time building your character relationship so you can unlock the high level gradient attacks. All the level 3 attacks are pretty insane. So I've got all the level 3 gradient attacks already. Those are very useful. So there's always a way, you just got to spend a bit of time, maybe respec the build, find out the weakness, change the weapon. Whatever you got to do to win, there's always a way. Let's have a look around here. 2key2100 says, damn, she got a whole ass bakery. Yeah, man, I made... That's a mod though, she doesn't usually look like this, but that's the great thing about the PC, you can always kind of make everything to your liking. So the mod's called, I think it's called Lune and CL form-fitting clothing. So and with jiggle physics, so you know, if you gotta look at them for like 3-4 hours, then you may as well make them look better than as good as you can. And always try to corner these things because they give you like 5 colored lumina, which is really useful. Let me just take this guy out. Sleazy Uchiha says roulette sucks, man. Roulette's good. If you got high critical, it's not a problem. You get 200% more than you get 50%. And most of Verso's moves are like 6 to 7 hits, so it's worth it. Honestly, you actually end up doing more damage provided you got decent critical. Almost all of my characters have got like 90% plus critical hit percentage, because you just got to be careful about the pictos of your equip and what the benefits of that picto is. As long as you pay attention to that, your chance to get critical hits and positive effects are pretty high. Like with my Lune, pretty much every single time I do the elemental attack, she will get each individual stain every single time, so I can literally do elemental genesis every single time I want, which is kind of like an overpowered attack. Providing Lune's got really high critical chance, you pretty much get it every single time. So it's all about how you spec your build, think about what you're using, and you can get the effects you want. I mean, I've seen people do like billions of damage per hit. I'm not even on that level yet, but it's possible.
An advantage.
Okay, I just need to get this thing over here, then I can fight it. In my last playthrough, I let Verso hook up with CL. I'm going to try and get with Lune this time. But you have to wait though, that's the thing. CL's a little bit more eager. Oh, I'm not... The bakery's gonna keep baking, man. I'm not closing the bakery. Okay, so let's go with Stand hole. Damn, pretty much took half of its HP.
You're outmatched. Maximum damage.
Let's do this.
Prepare for oblivion.
Elements converge. A storm
See,
is coming.
just in one go, and now I can use Elemental Genesis straight away and finish the fight.
Meet your reckoning.
Well, Mods 4K says no, don't pause the bakery, keep it, mate. I love it. Oh, the bakery's gonna keep baking, don't worry about that. Open 24/7. Okay, I just want to make sure I've got everything, so that was just a little extra fight you can do just to get extra color of Lumina, and you get like extra items to upgrade your weapons. So it's worth doing that fight, but that thing's so awkward to get to sometimes. You gotta find this kind of colored spot, and if you can kind of maneuver it into that area, you can actually kill it. I want to make sure I've beat everything. I can hear another enemy down here. I'm pretty sure I've killed everything. Okay. Alright, let's go to the right this time. I think there's actually a shop that you can unlock around here, actually.
Past the danger zone.
And no sign of your special Nevron.
Oh, I guess we're lucky.
Okay, let's go down here. I remember there being like a way to get to a merchant over here. And they actually sell some good stuff, so I'll just look around. Oh, it's one of these things. So sometimes you find these like chests, and you have to find 3 of these to unlock it. So this is the first one. Actually, no. This is the first one. And there's 2 more. Just gotta have a look around. They're usually close by. Alright, let's listen to this expedition note.
Expedition 57, Carla. These siege engines seemed much more powerful in Lumiere. But on this battlefield, next to all these broken bodies, staring at the true size of the monolith, I feel despair. I dare not show my true feelings. As commander, I cannot yield to fear, but I can't help but wonder, is pressing forward the correct course of action? Our lives are forfeit anyway, but is there perhaps a better way to spend such precious coin?
Is it short and sweet? Sleazy Cheers 4625 says, do you play Elden Ring yet? I spent a lot of hours in Elden Ring. Yeah, those games are a struggle. but it's the appeal because you just keep trying and trying and trying again until you're able to beat whatever enemy's stopping you. I had like the greatsword builds, you know, like the berserk greatsword. I had that, and I had like a proper tank build because I'm not that good at dodging and parrying. So I had like this crazy shield, you know, the tombstone. That was basically my shield, and then I had, I don't think what armor I had. I just put a lot into my stamina so I could actually wear heavy armor and still have enough stamina to fight. So because I couldn't dodge, I just absorbed as much damage as I could with my build, and it was enough. Okay, you only had to do 2 on this one.
Great.
Extra chrome elixir. Chrome elixir is basically like a heal for when you're on the map, so you don't always have to go back to a rest point to keep your party health up. So I think I got like 11 or 12 of those now. URL says, can you do more 7900XX videos? I could, but no one really watches them, to be honest. They get the least amount of views of the hardware videos I do, so I don't really have a massive incentive to do them. But I do them when I can, but no one really cares about it seems. I'm just going by the views. It seems like this is the way to actually progress with the stage. I'm just going to have a look around because I don't really want to miss anything. This might be the way to go to the merchant, possibly. Yeah, I think it is. Suzu Chia 4625 says, ONG, 400 plus hours in and still get items I've never seen. What a mad game it is, man. And with the DLC as well. I bought that. Enjoyed it. Okay, what do you have? Do you have something that I need? Inverted affinity. You got a higher level one, so I may as well buy it. And you have a higher level weapon, so let's buy that. Color of Lumina, buy these. And I'm also gonna fight it because it always has like a hidden item sometimes, so you have to fight it to unlock it, so I want to do that. I think I'll just use Maya. I should probably just end it real quick.
Finesse and grace.
See if I can one-shot it.
Fiery.
Okay, pretty strong.
On guard.
See if I can break this guy. That's one thing I need to add to Maya's repertoire. She hasn't got anything that can break at the moment.
This will hurt.
Alright, let's finish things off with Sword Ballet. Okay, pretty tough.
Blade cut through the blades. On guard.
Let's get you cooking. Wow. They've made these ones so much stronger now. Okay, well, first loss. We have to get that W. Let's go for a rematch. At least they've made it a lot more competitive now, so I'm gonna go with my owl again. I think I can get the win. Wow, that took way more damage this time.
This will hurt.
Alright, let's finish it off.
Let's dance. I'm ready.
Bring it on. I've got something for you.
You can't escape.
Okay, so the item that was hidden is just basically this suit. I already got it though, so it's kind of a waste of time. Anyway, let's get out of here. Substandard says that's a strategy I use to tank in World of Warcraft. I've never really been a fan of World of Warcraft, but I understand its appeal. Substandard says, what's the key to hitting Valletta hits at the right time? Honestly, just my key is, don't worry. You kind of want to look at the animation of the attack. Don't worry about what your character's doing. Just focus on the button prompts. Let everything else fade into the background. Focus on those button prompts and you do a lot better. When I first started playing this game, I wanted to watch the attack and try to do the button prompt at the same time. And I found it much more difficult to get the timing down. But if you just focus on the button prompts, you should be okay. Okay, so I've searched everywhere now. I can just kind of continue going the right way. A lot of comments. I can't trying to go back and see if I missed any. Mr. Dookie Dan says, what do you think about tiny windows? What is tiny windows? Is that like some kind of strict back custom OS? Maybe it's something different, I'm not sure. Dookie Dan, I remember that name, I remember that username. I haven't seen you around for a while. Hope you've been good.
Hey, you holding up? We're almost there.
Holding up. Everywhere we go, just death. Death and more death. Everywhere we go, just death. I don't want to see that anymore.
Look, my Elliot.
I thought you would understand. You said you spent your immortality burying the people around you. Doesn't any of this bother you? And you. Gustav's dead. How can you keep going like nothing happened?
We need to continue.
Why do you...
Mael. You know what we must do. When one falls, come on.
Our ops has been watching us this whole time. Place is just filled with blood.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
Ready?
Okay, let's do this.
The dance begins.
That was over a million points of damage. I'm pretty much gonna kill this thing straight away. That's crazy. Miles' attack can just be so strong.
My turn. maximum damage.
Well, I've got something for you. Nice. That was easy work. Oh, it's got a second form. Okay. Let's do this.
Elements converge.
Go with Elemental Genesis. Okay.
Careful.
Since staying in the fight.
Okay.
I just took my L out. Easy. That's fine.
Cut him down.
A storm is coming.
Had to bring you back at least. Good amount of damage.
I'm ready.
This is why you need the shields. Let's bring back Maya.
Merci.
This thing is putting up a good fight though. Let's use our gradient attack. Actually, I'm gonna use Luna's gradient attack. It's a bit better.
Chroma is flowing.
Let's go with Skybreak. Nice, actually got a level up out of that.
Well, turns out this Nevron wasn't that strong, but you did well. You learn fast.
Like the snake says, hey, good to see you, man. Hope your
This is what
life
we're
is good.
fighting for.
Yeah, life is good at the moment, mate. Hope life's good for you too. If you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing or following. If not, just hit the like button on the stream. It helps bring more visibility to the stream and that helps support me as well. And I appreciate that. Okay, I got a upgraded version of the also. That's a Verso weapon. I'm actually gonna have to investigate and see what the most powerful weapons are in the game. Right now I've got them set up the way I want, but there's always ways to get stronger. Gotta find a way out of here. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything left behind here. Dub Standard says not having a map is also quite challenging for me. Yeah, the mini map would be good. You can actually use a mod to get one, but I just didn't really want to put one in. But yeah, that would have been nice if the devs did that natively, but I guess they wanted to make it a bit more challenging maybe. I'm not too sure what the thinking was behind it. Okay, I got two options here. I can go back on myself. There is something over here actually I need to go and grab. But you gotta pay attention, don't rush it, you start missing things.
Useful.
Jake Snake says, do you ever play FC26? Sometimes, honestly. I haven't really been playing the FC games that much lately. Maybe, I don't know, man. Since Man United's just been terrible lately, it's kind of taken away a bit of my enthusiasm for the games. I watched the games. I should actually be watching Man United play in 5 minutes actually, so I'm gonna, after the next cutscene, I'll have to end the stream because I don't want to miss the match. But
What have we here?
yeah, I think it's because my team's just been playing so bad, it's kind of dulled my enthusiasm to want to play a game of it. Hopefully we're going the right way. But I have played it. There is a video on the RTX 5090, and I think also on the 7900 XTX as well. I played FC26 on both. So if you just wanted to know how it performs on PC at 4K, I've got that covered. Oh, my team's Manchester United. Okay, we'll go this way.
Is this the place?
Yeah. You can bury your friend under this tree, if that's okay with you.
It felt the same as FC25, to be honest. It didn't feel too much different.
Couldn't wait for me, could you? I wish we could.
Rest easy, Gustav.
I'll finish what you started. The paintress, Renoir, they will pay.
No more dome. Just open skies.
I'll save them, Gustav. Emma, your apprentices, everyone.
You can leave it to us.
You were always there for me.
save them.
Say hi to Soph for me, yeah?
We could never tell if you were my brother or my father. But to me, you were both. The best brother and father I've ever had.
When one falls, we continue.
Thanks for being my family. See you in the next life.
Okay guys, I'm just gonna get to the world map and pretty much end things there because I've got a football match to watch. Oh, they actually automatically go back to the camp. Great.
For about 2 hours. Then there's a big lake. We shouldn't go there at all. We should make a right, and then it's gonna take a few hours, and then we make a stop. We get some rest and some food. And then from there, we head north to Minoko Station.
Why there?
To recruit my oldest friend. We'll need the extra firepower, because our next goal will be to take down the Paintress Heart.
Her heart?
Yes. You can't just stroll up to the Paintress. The chroma there is far too dense. It erases anyone who gets close. But if we destroy her heart, the barrier will fall.
Okay. So where is this heart? What does it look like?
What it looks like, that I don't know. But I do know that it's somewhere in the center of old Lumiere.
See you later, Jake Stank.
Found
Thanks for
old
tuning in.
Lumiere.
Yes.
So it's true. Before the fracture, our Lumiere was part of a larger city on the continent.
I've traveled with many expeditions. I was with the 58th when we found old Lumiere. But Renoir erased them before we could get further. And I don't know much more.
All right then. Let's go meet your friend at Minoko Station. And then, we'll take the Paintress's heart.
I don't know what Maya was thinking in that moment. She kind of looked at Verso some type of way. Maybe she suspected he's not being trustworthy, or he's got ulterior motives possibly. Anyway guys, thanks for tuning in the stream. If you're new, consider subscribing or following. Very much appreciate that. And I may come back with some more tomorrow possibly if I have the time. But other than that, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thanks for watching.